So this lesson is on imaginary numbers. Last week you did the quadratic formula, and sometimes you got a negative inside the square root, and that meant it wasn't a real root. But now we are going to learn about imaginary numbers, okay? So if you have the square root of a negative, this is what I'm talking about. If you have the square root of a negative, you can pull out an I, and taking that I out gets rid of the negative. So let me show you what I mean with this problem right here. I can take that negative out by putting an I on the outside. And then the square root of 25 is 5. So this answer would be 5I. Square root of 25 is 5. And the way you take that negative out is with an I. That means it's an imaginary number. All right, here, again, square root of 18. Well, I'm going to have an I on the outside. And we want to figure out what will 18 simplify to. So we're going to go back to this. 2 will go in there 9, 3 will go in there 3. There's 2 3s. So it will be 3 square root of 2. Now, to write it neat, the way you're going to want to write it is 3I square root of 2. So the only thing we're changing now is we're adding an I to it. Okay, simplifying your radicals works the exact same way as you did it last week. 24, 2 will go in 12, 2 will go in 6, 2 will go in 3. I can take 2 2's out. So I still have a 3 out here. I'm going to add a 2. Also going to add an I because it was a negative. And then on the inside, I have a 2 and a 3. So this is going to be 6I square root of 6. Okay? Multiplying. You have two ways to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and multiply those. Negative 2 times 10 is negative 20. And I'm going to take the negative out with an I. And then 20, I don't think will reduce. 2, oh yeah, it will. And 2 will go in there 5. So 2 can come out. And there's a 5 on the inside. So that would be 2I square root of 5. Okay. Also, go ahead and write this down. We're going to use this in the next part. I squared is negative 1. Write that down. So, multiplying imaginary numbers. Let me show you how that works. Your regular numbers work the same. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. And I times I is I squared. But I just made you write down I squared is really negative 1. So negative 18 times negative 1 is a positive 18. Okay? And the way that you add and subtract are very easy. You do your whole numbers. 4 plus 2 is 6. Do your i's. 5 plus negative 6 is negative 1i. Subtraction works the same way. My whole numbers, 1 minus 1 is nothing. 2 minus 5 is negative 3i. Multiplying does get a little bit tricky, so let's go through this. You're going to do FOIL or double distribution, however you were taught. So 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15i. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8i. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. And then we also have to do the I times I is I squared. Okay? Now we can combine these i's in the middle. 15 minus 8 is 7i. And then I squared is really negative 1. So negative 10 times negative 1 turns to a positive 10. And now I can add these whole numbers. 12 plus 10 is 22. So that reduces to 22 plus 7i. I'm going to do one more like that, just to make sure we're good. Let's do 3 minus 2i and 4 plus 5. Okay, let's do this one. So 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5i is 15i. Negative 2i times 4 is negative 8i. And negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. And I times I is I squared. I can combine the 2 in the middle. 8. Did I do the exact same problem? I did. Oh my goodness. Do a different one. Let's do 1 minus 6i and 3 plus 2i. So 1 times 2 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2i. Negative 3 times, negative 6 times 3 is negative 18i. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12, and I times I is I squared. I can combine these in the middle. I can do 2 minus 18, that's negative 16i. I squared is really negative 1, so negative 12 times negative 1 is a positive 12, and 3 plus 12 is 15. All right, solving equation. We're going to move that 40. So our 2x squared equals negative 40. Divide by 2. So x squared equals negative 20. To get rid of a squared, we do the square root. So x equals, it could be a positive or negative, square root of negative 20. Now we're just going to reduce this. 20, 2 will go in there 10, 2 will go in there 5. So this will reduce to plus or minus 2i, because we're taking that negative out. And then left in the square root is a 5. Okay, let's do this one. Subtract the 5. So 5x squared equals negative 5. Divide by 5. And x squared equals negative 1. Take the square root, so it will be plus or minus the square root of negative 1. We can take the 1 out with an I. So this would be x equals plus or minus I, and then you still have square root of 1. The square root of 1 is just 1. So x is really plus or minus I, 1i. So if you will go try worksheet 4.3 and let me know if you have questions.